The new Drake diss track titled The Heart Part 6 has straight disrespectful lyrics against Kendrick Lamar. So serious that some fans even want the diss track deleted off streaming platforms, exposing major secrets about Kendrick's family life and childhood. Drake begins the song by defending the claims that he allegedly snitched. He would rap the lyrics, "First, I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial? Where is the paperwork or the cabinet that it's filed in? 1090 Jake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding in a small town." As Kendrick Lamar has made claims that Drake allegedly snitched in a court case over a decade ago to avoid jail time. Drake would then give a shout out to 1090 Jake, who is a famous YouTuber for reviewing court cases and digging into jail files, while exposing snitches in the rap industry. Now this is when Drake would then start dissing Kendrick about his wife Whitney. As in the next set of lyrics, Drake raps, "Why isn't Whitney denying all the allegations? Why is she following Dave and not Mr. Morale? You haven't even seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the family." Now fans would begin investigating these lyrics. A viral tweet would then share, "Public records show that Kendrick and Whitney sold their Calabasas home that they shared for 9 years since the engagement in August 2023. Kendrick just made an LLC 2 months earlier and purchased a New York City penthouse under it when the building finished in October 2023. They split probably a year ago. Damn." Now with the diss tracks being all about families breakups and Drake having multiple baby mamas, Rick Ross would end up reacting to Drake, saying that he might as well go on the Maury show to tell his story.
"We just heard that new BL Drizzy, the diss, the bomb. I hold your head up, cut like Rick Ross and hold it up. Himalaya, Anastasia, Fantasia." Cupcake, man, you looking bad. Looking bad, man. You might as well go on Maury Povich and tell your story. Go to Maury Povich.
Then later in the Heart Part 6 track, Drake would confirm that he had someone in OVO feed Kendrick Lamar false information. Drake would rap the lyrics, "We plotted for a week and we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it." Then the lyrics, "We thought about giving a fake name or a destination. You gotta learn how to fact check things, rejoicing on my expiration." Now these lyrics are a response to Kendrick Lamar's song titled Meet the Grams, where Kendrick would rap the lyrics, "Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father is not active inside of your world. He doesn't commit to much but his music, yeah that's for sure." With the second lyrics being, "Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you, or at your 11th birthday singing poems with you. Instead he's in Turks paying for fun and poppin'. I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave and you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and could change your father's mind." As Kendrick Lamar is alleging that Drake had a hidden daughter around the age of 11 to 12 years old, as more lyrics in the song would relate to Kendrick stating that he is hiding the daughter due to what the baby mama looks like. But in the end, this was all a planned action by Drake and his team at OVO, planning that Drake had a hidden daughter of 11 years old, and Kendrick ended up falling for it. Because in Kendrick Lamar's song 616 in LA that he dropped right before Meet the Grams, Kendrick rapped the lyrics, "Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it, but you can't Tootsie slide up out of this one. Your entourage is only to hustle you, 100 men that you got on salary. It's time that you look around who's around you before you figure out that you're not alone. Ask what Mike would do." As Kendrick Lamar was stating that there is a rat inside of OVO that is giving Kendrick information. However, Drake planned this all from the start. Drake would end up posting on his Instagram story, "Nah, hold on, can someone find my hidden daughter and send her to me? These guys are in shambles," with tons of laughing emojis. As not only 6 hours later, it would be confirmed by DJ Academics and No Jumper, a source close to Drake denies that he is hiding a daughter, tells TMZ the allegation about a secret child is utter fabrication. The source echoed that Drake's own sentiment, which is to suggest that Kendrick is now losing in the ongoing beef because he included bad intel in his diss track, which is a 1000 IQ play by Drake, as even while recording this video, Academics would get a text message from Drake, "If anyone can find proof that I have a daughter, I'll quit rapping and I'll come work for you."
Hey, I'll take it one further. Drake hit me and told me, he said, "Ak, if you or anybody could find proof I have an 11-year-old daughter, I'll quit rapping and I'll come work for you." And I would love for Drake to work for me.
To understand the rest of the Heart Part 6 lyrics, we first need to investigate Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us track, as it is all connected. This is where many rappers reacted, saying that Kendrick went a little too far. Rick Ross even said that if you wanted to know what Andre 3000 was like in a rap battle, it is Kendrick Lamar right now.
See, if you really into this music, what I'm listening to right now, what Kendrick just released, is if you was a real Outkast fan, and you ever wanted to know what 3000 would be like if he ever was in a battle, this is the closest you will ever get to Andre 3000 ever having to do it dirty. It's Kendrick Lamar.
Because Kendrick Lamar started the song by rapping the lyrics, "You messed with Wayne's girl while he was in jail, then you got his face tatted like a girl apologizing." Now, during the YMCMB era, Lil Wayne was in jail. Drake ended up having a little thing with Lil Wayne's girlfriend. Then when Lil Wayne was released and found out, Drake went out and got a Lil Wayne tattoo on the back of his arm as an apology. However, it would be the next set of lyrics, which is why the Heart Part 6 was ever even released. Kendrick Lamar raps the lyrics, "Say Drake, I hear you like him young, you better not ever go to cell block 1. To any girl that talks to him and they're in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him." Now this is why the Heart Part 6 was even released, as the Heart Part 6 is an actual defense track from Kendrick Lamar saying these things about Drake with the younger people. Now it all started with the title of Kendrick's first track titled Euphoria. The name Euphoria comes from a TV show that was actually produced by Drake. The TV show is based around high school students navigating their way throughout their first loves, friendships, etc. But there is one character who gets into a relationship with a grown man. Kendrick Lamar has been sneak dissing Drake, saying that Drake is the one living out the role of the grown man in the TV show for having relations with somebody younger. This even left a rapper saying, "The title alone of Kendrick's diss track is so spicy, if you know, you know." It even left Rick Ross saying to Drake to not even bother replying due to the title Euphoria.
Let me give you this advice, because you ain't got nobody around you, or you ain't got no real nigga. Let me just put it like that. Ain't no real nigga. Stop. Don't respond. Don't respond. You ain't even peeped when the intro came on with the Teddy Pendergrass. That was that black vibe. Don't do it. Don't go write a 8-minute verse that, I know, nigga, Yachty, I know you want to get that money. You ain't wrong. Nigga, keep buying them big houses,
But this is where it gets even crazier. Kendrick Lamar would rap the lyrics, "You think we're gonna let you disrespect Tupac, boy? I think that Oakland show might be your last stop, boy." Now Drake released a song titled Tailor Made Freestyle, where Drake would write verses for an AI cloned voice of Tupac and Snoop Dogg. In the verses, Drake disses himself, and then he has AI voices rap the lyrics for him. This even surprised Snoop Dogg, as it would be reported Snoop Dogg reacts to AI Snoop being used on Drake's second diss at Kendrick.
They did what? When? How? Are you sure? Why off? Everybody calling my phone, blew me up. What happened? What's going on?
This, however, left a few fans feeling weird about the song. Some believe that it was disrespectful for Drake to AI clone a voice of Tupac, who is a legend in the music industry. But it seems as if that Drake did it for a specific reason.
It's also hypocritical for people to be saying that Drake using AI to sound like Tupac when rapping from his perspective is whack, because when Kendrick used AI to deepfake himself in the music video of The Heart Part 5 to look like he was rapping as Kobe or Nipsey Hussle, nobody criticized him and everyone just showered him with praise for that. This is also different than typical AI music, which is used to deceive fans into thinking it's a real verse from the artist, whereas Drake was rapping from someone else's perspective using the AI to sound like him, and rapping from someone else's perspective is something artists have been doing forever.
In my opinion, nobody should be using an AI voice of a rapper that is sadly passed, but let me know your opinion down below in the comments. Now, Kendrick Lamar would end up confirming a theory that he shared in an earlier diss track. Kendrick Lamar raps the lyrics, "You called Future when you didn't see the club, Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up, 21 Savage gave you false street cred," as Kendrick Lamar's team has been sharing a video of 21 Savage because 21 and Drake have become best friends within the last year, going on tour together and even making an album. But 21 Savage said that Drake isn't even the biggest music artist in the world and that it is Future instead.
Niggas don't be listening to Drake like that. Well, if I wasn't a rapper, I don't feel like I still would listen to Drake for real. It's just I'm a rapper, so I understand the work he put in now, how hard he go. Wait, like when you ain't no rapper, all them statistics don't mean shit. A regular street don't give a f about how many times you went #1. Like, how many white people listen to your? They don't even think that the farthest they think is the club. Who's selling this club out? That's who they think is the biggest. Like in Atlanta, it's a lot of who you really can't tell them Future ain't bigger than Drake.
I always say it's cap. Really?
On God, I used to think that Drake ain't really no big.
With Kendrick Lamar pointing out that Drake may not have many real friends left, Drake then wanted to prove to Kendrick that there is still people loyal to him. So it would be reported, academics got intel from Kendrick's camp that the details of the cover of the Meet the Grahams, containing a glove, Ozempic, and receipts, was from a stolen suitcase that belonged to Dennis Graham, Drake's father.
This cover art contains things that is from Drake's pop's suitcase. So Drake's pop's suitcase had these things in it. Don't know how he got a hold of it. Don't know how this happened to get in Kendrick's hand. But apparently Kendrick Lamar must have got a hold of Drake's dad's suitcase. So we're talking about Dennis Graham.
As in the Heart Part 6 lyrics, Drake would confirm that all of that was not even real, and that there is still people loyal to him in the OVO camp that helped him get all of these items into Kendrick Lamar's hands, and for Kendrick to believe that this was actually real. However, what left fans the most surprised was when a close friend of Kendrick would tell DJ Academics why the beef even started, as Academics would reveal that Kendrick was supposed to be on First Person S with Drake and J. Cole. However, he declined, and which is what started the beef.
I now have good authority to say that allegedly Drake hit up Kendrick, and First Person Shooter should have been a song with Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. Now, if you think about this entire timeline and beef with that in mind, makes sense. Drake hit up Kendrick to say, hey, we got an open for you. It's me and Cole. Come holla at me, do the song. Kendrick doesn't do the song, then he hears the song, and the song is a bunch of niggas who's talking about me and you is a Spider-Man meme and blah 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 blah, and he says, man, these two couldn't get a feature from me, is now acting like they're number one and number two, both of them.